It's a lovely day here and a great day to talk about cars because car expert Dave Stahl just cruised into studio and he's here to talk about two upcoming car events. Of course, you bought some amazing cars too.
Yeah, he did. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
No cars.
No cars.
No cars.
Dirt and motorcycles and,
okay.
oil. Okay, that's about all I can help you with today. Yeah, yesterday was insane. Friday was even crazier. But today, I want to talk to you about an event that's coming up, and it's the AMA Pro Racing Flat Tracks up at Pomona. Now, you may not be familiar with flat track racing, so I've got Chris with me today. Chris, tell the folks a little bit about what they would expect to see and the history of flat track racing.
Well, the history is actually quite long. We've been down here in Del Mar Fairgrounds through the years. It's kind of a full adrenaline motorcycle event, 750cc twin motorcycles, Harleys, Ducatis,
On dirt.
Triumphs, on dirt,
Yep.
100 plus miles an hour, 120 practice speeds at Pomona the other day, and it's the ultimate thrill event. We call it bumblebees in a jar.
Oh
it's,
my gosh.
You know, elbows, sideways. We could probably throw 5 bikes, around us at the table right now. Guys are just putting it on the line, and it's, kind of a throwback for motorsports these days. Our guys are really risking it and laying it on the edge, and it's a pretty thrilling event.
But it's also a family event. It's not just motorcycles. I mean, it's actually a full-blown event. You got vendors, you got food, you got tons of stuff.
Absolutely. It's at Fairplex, which is up in Pomona, Pomona, California. And, we've got an Indian motorcycle show during the day, in the morning.
Hey, wait a minute. You hear that in your ear? I think we're watching the B-roll. We ought to go all watching the B-roll on Sunday. No, I'm only kidding. So you got the Indian, because the Indian's back.
Yeah, Indian is back. They're bringing the brand back out, and we've got a bunch of the vintage bikes on display. NHRA Museum is on site, Pomona and Fairplex. Like that's where drag racing started. I got a special motorcycle displays out there. We've got drag bikes, flat track bikes, speedway bikes, free admission to any of our fans that come out. So you can come out, tailgate, drop the gate, go look at Indians, check out the museum, and then 3 o'clock our gates open, 6:30, the best racing you'll ever see right in front of you. And Fairplex is beautiful. We got the mountains in the background, beautiful facility, and good food, good beer. Coca-Cola if you're not drinking.
Website?
Flattrackfinals.com, and we're available online and over the phone.
All right, good. Now let's get back to making San Diego clean. How you doing, Mike?
Doing great. How are you
You're
doing?
with San Diego
Environmental Services Department.
Very good. That must be a business card and a half. And this is really important, because we're always talking about, here, I'll let you hold that, Chris. You make like a poster. We're always talking about keeping San Diego clean, but one of the areas that we don't seem to think about is oil filters.
Exactly.
So
Great
talk
point.
to us about this little gadget thingy here you got.
Well, here we got an oil filter collection system. Here you can put in the this little funnel here and then drain your oil filter.
It goes just
Yeah,
like
there
that.
you
It
go.
goes like that. And then you can just leave it, go out and do your thing.
Yeah.
And then recycle it. Because what happens is that when you go to recycle that, you take it off and you throw it in the tranny or throw it in the trash. It's probably got about that much oil in it.
Yeah, 10 ounces of oil still remains.
Yeah. And you've also got other ways to do your own oil changes. If you really want to change your own oil and you enjoy oil in your armpit, then I highly advise you go buy these products. And you can get all this stuff at any of the parts stores in town.
AutoZone.
AutoZone, Napa. And then what you do is this little guy, you put this underneath your car. You pull this little drain out. Make sure it's underneath there. You pull the drain plug. It goes in. You put this back on. Take it into them, and they recycle it. Boom, you're good to go. Antifreeze, oils, all of them. What else you got for them?
Well, actually, they can bring all this used motor oil filters to our event this coming up Saturday at Mission Bay South Shores.
Yeah.
This October 15th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
Any resident brings in their oil filter will receive a discounted SeaWorld ticket or Verona 2-for-1 drag strip ticket. And as you said, the oil filters collects 10 ounces of oil even after it's drained. A lot of people just toss that away in the trash.
Right.
So we're trying to encourage them to bring in the oil filters, because to look at it, those numbers, 10 ounces of oil, only takes 13 oil filters to pollute up to 1 million gallons of water in our harbors and streamways.
Man.
So that's what we're trying to encourage, is for residents to bring those oil filters in.
And we're talking free.
Yeah, and
just
it's
bring
free.
it in.
And it's free, absolutely.
And is there a website?
Yes.
Because there are some things that you won't take. So it's good to look at the website and see the list of things that are acceptable.
Yeah, well, for this event, we're specifically looking at used motor oil, oil filters, antifreeze, and car batteries. And we like for the residents to put it in secondary containers for the motor oil, antifreeze, and car batteries, and the oil filters in a sealed plastic bag.
Right.
Put in the back of the trunk away from passengers.
Now, what about batteries where the caps are missing? Because I know if you try to take a battery back to a parts house to get your
we'll take those.
Okay, you'll take, because a lot of your parts houses won't, so that's good. So if you've got all those batteries in the corner that don't have the caps, boom. Date again?
October 15th, this coming up Saturday. If there's any questions, they can come to visit www.recyclingworks.com. Click on the used oil and oil filters recycling link, and it'll also list other events that are being featured in the next few months as well.
Yeah, because you do this year round.
Yes, sir.
And you and me and KUSI, we're going to start making sure that people know when these events are around, so they can get their yards cleaned up and get, and get more involved. And hey, and have some opportunities to go to some great events like Barona. In fact, they're having their antique drags today. Just a little plug out there. If no one's doing anything this afternoon, take a run up to Barona, check out the drag racing. It's going to be wild. And again, everybody, it's going to take us all to make this city clean.
Yes, and also it's a great event to bring in your family. There's a free event. SeaWorld's going to be there. They're going to be educating. They're going to have like a little animal care center showing the process of what happens when animals get exposed to oil. Asbury's going to be there with recycled antifreeze, show that whole process. Clean Harbors, Barona Drag Strip's going to have vehicles. Cars out there.
Wow. And where's it going to be again?
It's going to be at Mission Bay, South Shores Park, right next to SeaWorld. Can't miss it.
Oh, okay.
Right on the bay.
Just look for all the excitement and the balloons.
Exactly.
All right, let's go back to Chris. Are these guys coming for you? Probably so.
Yeah, it might be. I
wasn't going to say
parked
that.
outside of the gate this morning.
Good man. All right, now your event is?
Next Saturday night, October the 15th, Fairplex in Pomona.
All right, so all you got to do is drain your oil.
Absolutely.
Turn in your oil filters. Then come up to Pomona and enjoy some just screaming racing.
And ride your bike, come in the car. The weather's supposed to be just spectacular, and we're looking forward to a really good night of racing out there.
All right, well, that sounds pretty good to me. Well, hey, this is not a lot of cars, but hey, it's very important. It's very good for you to know about recycling and make sure all these products go in the right area. And of course, hey, Saturday night at the races, flat track, come on.
Yeah.
How could you not want to do that?
That's a good question. I think all of us would want to do that. And I love the whole recycling of the oil, because a lot of people don't know about that. They just, if they're doing their own oil nowadays, which some people still do.
Yeah.
This is the number. Yeah, this is the #1 contributor to, you think you're doing it right, but if you don't get all that oil out of there, you're not doing it right.
All right.
Good tips. Thank you, Dave.
All right, kids.
Appreciate
have a good
it, buddy.
one.
Yeah, have a good one.